little bit. Hello. Hello, loves. I'm Josie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 50 Essentials if you're new. Um, y'all gotta bear with me because I don't know if I'm still in between or what. But um, as some of y'all know, I was camping. Okay. Now I can tell y'all where I was because I ain't there no more. But I was camping at Huguenot Memorial Park um, in Jacksonville or right outside of Jacksonville. Hey, love. And it's right next to, hey, love. It's right next to Marine Base. And, you know, I didn't think about that entirely. Like, that was my first time camping there, but I wouldn't have chose there like on my own. It was recommended. And the first thing I said when I looked around was like, ain't no trees. It's just white sand and sunlight. You know, like, I don't know, it might be too hot. Oh man. So I'm gonna try to run down what happened in chronological order. Okay? Hey, love. Ooh. I was at the beach just like I was yesterday. Yesterday was awesome. Okay? And it was just as hot yesterday. I had an amazing day yesterday, even with the struggle with the tent. Okay? But today, I kept asking myself, how long you gonna stay out here? You sure you don't want to go back? And I was thinking to myself, well, shoot, it's cooler on the beach than it is at the campus site. So I stayed on the beach as long as I could. I felt one raindrop and I freaked out because I was drying my blanket out on the picnic table. So I was like, oh, time to go. Because I felt one raindrop. I did not want to sleep on a partially wet blanket again. Okay. So I go to the spot and I get the blanket in the tent and I zip everything up, you know, partially. And I go to take a shower and I come back and it, like, when I come out, it's a day shower happening. Like, it's lightly raining. And then I go back to the car, you know, and I'm still struggling with this heat even though I'm drinking coconut water. So I finished off my watermelon. And I'm like, nah, this ain't it. I just can't. There's no way that I'm going to stay here. What really motivated me to leave was the helicopters flying. Last night was the worst sleep I've ever had at a campsite. Those helicopters seemed like they were flying all night. And for what? And for what? Okay? So the Marine helicopters are constantly flying, okay? And I'm like, there's no peace here. And this is what I'm here for. Peace. So that's not the park that you want to go to if you want to, you know, have solitude in nature. Not at all. That's like a family park. You know what I mean? That's the turn up park, the no sleep park. But I was just feeling really bad, and I thought it was the heat at first. I was like, oh no, you know, I need to lay down. I need to go to sleep. And I'm not getting in that tent so I can bake alive. No. Because it was still really hot even though it was raining. And then fighting between trying to keep the tent dry inside and trying not to die of the heat. I didn't even want to think about it no more. I said, girl, just gone. Because too many things have happened today. Little stuff like fumbling and things like that. And I'm like, okay, you know, am I experiencing heat exhaustion? I've experienced heat exhaustion before, and this is not the same, you see. Just little stuff all day has been telling me, go home. Because you and here is just not mixing. That's what that's what was going on. And I finally listened to myself. And I just packed up the tent, put it in the car. And even driving to the house, I was thinking, oh my God, I got to hurry up and get straight there. And then when I do get there, I'm going to take only the important stuff out of the car. And then I'm going to lay down and then I'm going to sleep. And then I realized, I said, hold up. I said, this must be some energy. Hey, love. This must be some energy hitting me. Because I'm just way too sensitive today. I said, it's not heat exhaustion. It can't be. Because if it was heat exhaustion, I wouldn't have an appetite. And I would have like a horrible headache to where I can't even drive, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was thinking to myself, oh, I got to make it home because I'm really tired. At some point during my journey home, my energy started going up, which is crazy. It was a split. I was still really tired and I am still ready to lay down, right? But I was hyped at the same time. And then I started getting all of these messages and I was like, yo, it's definitely some energies happening. And I knew for sure that I was going home for a reason, and it wasn't necessarily me, all the logical stuff that I was thinking. Okay. Soon as I got here, I opened all of my windows and I saged and I took a shower. Okay. It's hot in Florida, y'all. Right now, it's real hot. And my AC ain't working like it need to. So it's actually cooler with the windows open during the day. But anyway, so on my way here, I'm going to try to remember all of the beautiful messages that I received. Starting with the energy that's hitting us. I did run across... because that's the first thing I did. You know, I usually go run looking at a Girl in the Universe post or somebody who's talking about these energies, right? And apparently, we got a solar storm happening. And I swear it was a couple of days ago that a couple of CMEs were supposed to hit. I just know that something has arrived because I could feel it. Okay? So, go look into the solar weather and things like that. One of the messages that I got was swim at your own risk, because I was seeing explosions under the water, and even if you're not even near the epicenter, you're going to be affected. I don't know where. Just be careful out there in the water. The ocean, lakes, rivers, okay? That's one of the things. And whatever hit, cause this energy hit, seriously, at 6:16 right now. I'm thinking this energy really, like, I felt it around 2 o'clock this afternoon. And again, it's that usual, like, for me, it's that, oh, spirit wants me to lay down. I'm being sedated. There's some energies coming through. I got to integrate. But I thought it was the heat itself. What else? There was just so much. There was so much. Oh, if you're really, really tired, right? But you're ravenous at the same time, that's normal. Like, that's, some people are going to be experiencing wanting to just eat a lot and sleep. And a really important message for you guys. Ooh, first of all, why? Okay, look. We could be experiencing this intense energy like all the way up into the 15th. Okay? That just came through. But as I was saying, you know how we got people on strict diets, right? And then we got people that listen to their intuition and they just follow what their body says. It's very important that you follow what your body says that it wants, unless you have some kind of addiction problem to a chemical or something not natural, or just an addiction problem period to something that is a substance that alters your mind. Follow your body when it comes to food or no food, and what kind of food. Don't, like, if and again, do you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm giving you the messages. If you are a strict vegan, if you are a strict vegetarian, and all of a sudden you don't understand why you're craving any kinds of meat, fish, or whatever, you can fight it if you want to, but it's just gonna, nothing horrible is gonna happen. Whatever you're craving, whether it be chocolate cake, beef, fish, whatever you're craving is to help you integrate these energies. Okay? So you could either have it the long route or the short route, or you could either take the edge off or not, whatever. Okay? But yeah, Spirit is saying follow your body. Sarah said she had a steak dinner. And I know she don't have that often, so that's happening right now. Things that you hadn't been eating or you've been avoiding, blah blah blah. It's really time to tune into your body and listen to your body, because it's not about what you should or shouldn't be doing. It's about what's necessary in the moment for the energies that are coming in, for whatever upgrades, whatever changes that your body needs to make. Okay? And the Schumann, you're going to see this energy on the Schumann, most definitely. It's either going to black out or white out or do some crazy lattice work like it did last time. Okay? You're definitely going to see what you've been feeling over the next 24 hours. Just keep an eye on the Schumann. You're going to see something. If you don't see anything, it's because it's going to be blacked out. Some of us are going to be asleep, literally, eating and sleeping, and that's it. You're going to find that you're putting stuff off because you don't have the energy to do that, but you'll have the energy to do other things. It's very interesting. You might have the energy to clean the house, but you may not have the energy to interact with people, stuff like that. Grounding in this energy is requiring more for us to hold it down. Thank you for saying something, Sarah, because that's another thing. Y'all remember I've told you this a few times. Okay, I've told you this a few times. Grounding to fifth dimensional Gaia, Terra, whatever you call it, and grounding to the sun are what a lot of us have been doing. It doesn't mean you cannot go in nature and commune with nature. It's just what we're trying to explain to you is that because the earth is going through changes and upheaval and stuff, connecting to the planet as like a physical thing, is not okay. Because that was real slow. And I was like, nah, we can't do this way. Okay. MasterCard symbol. Overlay. Okay. The new energies are here, and you need to ground to those new energies consciously. So even if you're barefoot in the grass, hugging a tree in nature, like you usually would ground, you need to have the mentality that you are grounding to fifth dimensional energies, not the regular just planet Gaia. You have to intentionally, say fifth dimensional Gaia, okay? Because there is an overlay. There's a physical planet, and then there's that overlay of the fifth dimensional reality, the whole grid work and all that stuff that's slowly coming into formation, I would say. And you want to ground to that, okay? If you can, because the conventional methods of grounding haven't been working for a lot of us. And I've noticed, especially with myself lately, that I've been having to ground often. But I don't want y'all to feel like something is wrong because you feel ungrounded. You're supposed to get used to the feeling of feeling lighter. It's not easy. That's like taking you off of land and putting you in the ocean, saying, okay, you live here for the rest of your life. You're going to have to get used to the movement of the ocean constantly, right? It's the same thing with fifth dimensional energies. The reason why you don't feel grounded and you can't get enough groundedness is because you're supposed to be getting used to the higher energies. You're supposed to be getting used to functioning in these higher energies, okay? And it's not easy because things are easier. I know that don't make no sense, but that's why it's so difficult, because there's more ease. And because there's more ease, it's easy to stumble, it's easy to get confused, it's easy to do too much, because we're so used to dense energy and having to use so much force and think so much, and everything being difficult. And now we got this ease coming in, and it's like going from walking in the grass to walking on ice, slipping around. You know what I mean? But you'll get the hang of it. You got to practice being in the bliss energies, because the bliss energies don't always feel like bliss energies, especially when you're so wrapped up in the rat race and all of your responsibilities and things like that. The bliss energies feel more like emergency brake is on and you're trying to function instead. You see? Headaches, nausea are some of the ascension symptoms that may be coming up. Increased appetite, sleepiness, feeling extremely energized, like excited, also comes up. And some of y'all with your skin, you know, like let's say you religiously moisturize. Some of y'all, you may not want anything on your skin for a little bit. It's okay. Oh, technology is gonna be glitchy. It already is. It's gonna do some funny things. Okay. What else? Oh, I think I'm recalling another message that I got earlier that I forgot. Oh, they were saying, I'm so used to saying they were saying. I'm so used to the they thing. I got to get out of it. But what I heard was, you're going to feel it. And remember, I told you, this energy is going to be very potent all the way up into the 15th. It may taper off like 13th, 14th, 15th. But we're going to feel this. It's kind of like being in a car. You're in the passenger seat and you're a kid, and maybe you don't have a seatbelt on, and your mom has to stop and she puts her hand in front of you so you don't get hurt. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel that seatbelt check. Okay? You're going to feel that inertia. It's like turbulence. It's not going to be smooth. You're going to feel it. You're going to definitely feel it. And it's going to be hard to concentrate. Do less. When you notice that you're dropping things or you're doing little mistakes that don't make any sense with regular stuff you do every single day, that's telling you that you're gonna need to just be and cancel some things, okay? I wouldn't push trying to function in these energies, and keep, like I said, keep your eye on the people who report the cosmic weather, like solar storms and CMEs and solar flares, so that you can understand what's going on, like in a physical way. You can understand what you're feeling, because there's this discombobulation, and then there's this in between energy too, where you have this awareness over here, and then you have this awareness over there, and your body wants to mimic that split. So you may feel tired, but it's kind of like a manic energy where you also want to fly. But you're tired and it doesn't make any sense, right? um Mind your business. I know that sounds really just mind your business. Don't get into anything with anybody, because and that's why, and it was a message from earlier. Again, not everybody is going to be aware of these energies and how to navigate them. All they're going to be is affected by them. Okay? They're going to be flapping around, and you don't want to be near them when they're flapping around. During this time period up until the 15th, you really want to let people drown, unfortunately. And I know that sounds mean, but you will go down with them if you don't allow them to drown. You got to let them drown. Let them jump, whatever they're going to do. Because there is a very heavy, and I don't mean heavy in a negative way, but it's real strong spirit of destiny and fate going on here. And the way that things are happening right now is the way that they're supposed to be happening. And the result of that belongs to each individual. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. So if you're trying to save anybody or even help anybody that has a highly charged situation going on, it may not be your fate to check out right now, but you'd be really uncomfortable because you'd be really hurt, even though that person may be checking out, because you find yourself in a situation where fights occur and violence happens and weapons are used and things like that. But we know that when it's your time, it's your time. So in a lot of cases, even though there may be a fatality in the situation, if it's not fated for you to go at that time, you're going to be real uncomfortable, because you're going to be jacked up. I'm just saying. So just don't get into it. Just that I ain't it, you know. Stay in the safe zone. Like the sorry game. Don't even do it, man. Now is not the time to be anybody's surrogate person, anybody's support person. They need to seek a professional. They're gonna need to deal with that whole island of isolation on their own. But there's this strong energy of reckoning and what do you call it? What is that? Judgment. Reckoning and judgment. And again, I don't feel, the energy doesn't feel negative at all. It's really more of an opportunity. It's really more of a hand of God coming down and saying, hey, grab my hand. It's their choice whether they want to grab it or not. If they choose not to grab it, it's probably their fate to exit the system. Okay, and I'm talking about these extreme situations because this is why I'm telling y'all just to stay away, just period. Anybody who's arguing, anybody who's got drama, don't let nobody stay at your house if they running from somebody or they did something. And some of y'all are not going to know because they ain't going to tell you. But you're going to find out. You need to separate from that person ASAP. There's going to be a lot of guilty by association situations, innocent bystanders, harboring fugitives. Don't ask me. This is what they saying. A whole bunch of these situations where a lot of people are gonna be very highly inconvenienced or hurt due to other people's situations. This is not the time. It's just not. Just stay in your lane. Contract out. You know, if you got a family member or friend that need help, refer them to a professional. Okay? Ain't no sitting on the phone for 2 hours talking to them. Don't do it. I warned you. Don't do it. This is not a direct care situation, okay? Because light workers and star seeds have activations right now that are very important, and you're gonna feel weird. You ain't even gonna have it to do it anyway. Some of y'all gonna feel real weird. Don't freak out. It's gonna be okay. You will get used to it, because you're gonna feel weird. You're gonna come into a knowing that don't make no sense. I'm just saying, it's gonna feel weird. You're gonna notice that you're manifesting better. The magical stuff is legit. You know, there's gonna be a lot of realization and, oh my God, this is real, that's real, oh, it's real. Like, I hear that. and you know, spirit's just sitting there like, yep. Yep, it's real. Been here. Welcome. Welcome. You've arrived, right? It's going to be such a real experience. They're giving me the image of the Polar Express. How the kids in the middle of the night woke up out of their sleep to go catch this train to this place they didn't know whether or not it existed. And then they get there and they're like, it's seriously real. Like, hey, that's it. That's what I got for you. So yeah, this energy is gonna be a lot, y'all. I'm gonna try. Yeah. And I think that's why I was so lit. I had to get all of these messages out. Because now I just feel that I'm done feeling. I could go finally lay down now. But yeah, I'm back at home. I wasn't supposed to be till like Saturday. But I move. When spirits say move, I move. Alright, and y'all should listen to your intuition, especially right now. It may not make sense, but you better listen to yourself. Okay? But yeah, that's what I got, loves. Love yous. And have a beautiful journey over the next few days. Do what you need to do for yourself. Stay in your lane, mind your business. Okay? Let spirit guide you. Yep, Gracie said it. Let spirit guide you. Have a beautiful night, evening, day, morning, loves.